Welcome back to On the Clock on the Rocket Production Network. I'm your host, Dawson McNall. My good friend Jace will join me shortly. If you have missed any episodes of On the Clock, go find the Rocket Productions Network on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, or any place you listen to your podcasts. All of our episodes are also available on the Rocket Productions YouTube channel. If you are not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Be sure to check out Rocket Productions' Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Well, we are a man down today. Scotty went down in the soccer game on, Tuesday night?
Tuesday night.
Late in the second half. You guys were down, I believe, 2-0.
I think it was like 2-0 at that time, pushing some people up, trying to come back. It was around 4 or 5 minutes left of the game, so pretty late in the game, so.
Yeah, and I don't want to say this was expected, but I believe we do now have a reoccurring theme in the curse of On the Clock. For those of you that don't know, all three of us have had left knee injuries while being the hosts of this show. So that is definitely something that it's just kind of interesting. But we hope he gets better. He's getting an MRI right now, so he should be back next week, at least on the air. But let's get right into the Chiefs game from last week. The Chiefs traveled to New York. Amidst some of the distractions, they pulled out the win 23-20. Mahomes played well. Jace, you really want to break down how well Zach Wilson played?
Yeah, Zach Wilson had 28, 39 completions, 245 yards, and 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. So, pretty clean game.
I thought for his, the level of expectations people normally set for him, I thought he played very well.
I don't know, even without Aaron Rodgers, he kind of stepped up. There was one play towards the end that kind of helped the Chiefs solidify. There was either miscommunication or something, but he kind of just bobbled the snap and then kind of fumbled it. So gave Chiefs the ball and ended up scoring on that drive to kind of end the game.
Yeah, but looking at their next couple of games here, they have the Broncos, very winnable game. The Eagles, that'll be a tough one, but it's at home, so I think they could pull that one out. Then they have the Giants and the Chargers. I think there's a world where they go 3-1 here in their next 4 games and get back to 500. And then they have the Raiders and Bills. I think they could split there. I think there's a way they sneak into the playoffs with playing the Falcons, Texans, and Commanders in 3 of their last 6 games.
They could easily come in with
I think they
2
could
games
sneak
over.
in. Yeah. Like I said, they're currently 1-3. Tied for last in the division with the Patriots, and the Patriots is also one of their last 6 games. So I don't think it'd be a surprise to see them as the 7 or 8 seed. Jumping over to college now, we'll get into KU's game against Texas. How did that
go? It's Texas, 3rd-ranked team in the nation right now. So, it was a rough game. It was 40-14, I believe. So it was actually not that bad of a game starting out. Texas kind of came out hot, kind of slowed down eventually. KU kind of stopped hesitating, started just playing football. We didn't have Jalen Daniels. He has been having some back tightness. So Jason Bean played. He 9 carries, 21
nine completions.
Oh yeah, that's right. For 136 yards and a touchdown. So he did have 1 fumble that ended up being a touchdown. So
he put 42 in on the ground. But like you said, that fumble kind of killed him. I looked at the score of about 5 right before I went into church, and they were down 6. So I thought there was a world where KU could really force this to be a game and prove that they're a force to be reckoned with here this year in the Big 12.
Going into the 4th quarter is 14-20, so I thought we had a chance. Then they just kind of ended us, kind of really put it away.
But Bean did hit 7 different targets. He only had 2 guys with 2 catches, and one of them is actually from Andale, Mason Fairchild.
Yeah.
But Trevor Wilson, leading receiver, with 58 yards. K-State, they had their bye this week. I think it was good. We needed to rest a little bit. But DJ Giddens and the gang will be back tonight, actually, versus OSU. We're 11.5-point favorites currently. I think Will Howard is going to look to have a big performance here. Hopefully no picks today. He hasn't gotten through a game without a pick or a turnover yet. But who does KU have this week?
We have UFC. I think it's it was 3 point something, 3.5.
JD wasn't going to play.
And JD's, I'm pretty sure he's out.
I think it was back tightness.
Yeah, back tightness. So I heard he's out. So I think Jason Bean's gonna go with the start.
And then just for Scotty's sake here, Appalachian State has Coastal Carolina on Tuesday, the 10th.
It's kind of a
So
weird day.
that's next Tuesday. So I don't know if they really count this their bye week or what. But last week they had a thriller against L.A. Monroe with just under 5.5 minutes left in the fourth. L.A. Monroe has the ball on the App State's 2-yard line, and App State stood them up on 4th and goal. So they had to drive. I think it was like 96 yards, all the way down the field in 5 minutes. So they get into their own territory, 4th and 9. They threw a pick.
Yeah.
And then L.A. Monroe gets the ball around their own 40. And then they get a 3 and out. App State uses two of their 3 timeouts, punt the ball back to App State. App State kicks the ball through the uprights as time expires for the win. It was really cool.
Pretty exciting game.
Yeah, they always do that. Just a gritty team. Let's look at the Chiefs preview here. Chiefs have the Vikings in Minnesota.
Yep.
Jace, how are we feeling about all that?
I think it's supposed to be probably pretty chilly. Pretty not used to the temperatures down here a little bit. So, I mean, I feel like it is a good game. Minnesota's better than what their record shows. I feel
For
like
sure.
they're not a 1-3 team with Justin Jefferson, Addison,
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. So they're not a 1-3 team. So Chiefs shouldn't be going in there thinking this is going to be an easy game. It's not. So I mean, I feel like we can easily kind of go in there, put it away quick, or it'll be a really good game.
Yeah. And looking at the rest of the Vikings schedule, a lot of their games are coin flips. They have the Lions twice, Packers twice, Falcons once. I think they only have the Niners one more time. But it should be interesting to say nonetheless for the Vikings to see how they pan out. I do think they're probably a better team than the Jets, but I think the Jets probably have a better chance right now of making the playoffs.
Yeah.
Both starting from their 1-3 starts. So we're going to send it off to commercial real quick, and we are going to be back and talk about the Damian Lillard trade.
At Happy House, you can experience the rich Chinese flavors right here in Kansas, all prepared with love and care. From dumplings to Chinese donuts, Happy House got something to satisfy every craving. Head down to Happy House where happiness and deliciousness collide. To contact Happy House, call 316-776-7888.
All right, everybody, welcome back. I believe, 4 or 5 days? No. This was about a week ago. Star point guard for the Trailblazers, Damian Lillard, was traded to the Milwaukee Bucks, forming probably now the favorite team to come out of the East.
Yeah.
Jace, do you want to break down what they got back in return for him?
So the Bucks, they got Damian Lillard from the Blazers. Trailblazers received DeAndre Ayton from the Suns.
Torrey Camara?
Yeah, so however you say that, from the Suns. Drew Holiday from the Bucks. 29 first-round pick from the Bucks. 2 first-round pick swap from the Bucks. I think it was 2028, 23, or 2030.
That's crazy that
I
they
know.
traded picks in 2030. Those kids are in like middle school.
And so then the Suns ended up receiving Grayson Allen from the Bucks, Keon Johnson from the Blazers, Nassar Little from Blazers, and then Nurkic from Blazers.
Yep, and then that's not where the trade ended. The Blazers received Drew Holiday from the Bucks, and they ended up packaging him off to
Celtics.
Boston, and they ended up getting Robert Williams. I'm trying to find it here. Robert Williams, guard Malcolm Brogdon, a 2024 first-round pick, and a 2029 first-round pick. So really, they traded Dame for 3 first-round picks, 2 pick swaps, DeAndre Ayton, Robert Williams, and Torrey Camara, which those pick swaps, for those of you that don't know how they work, the Blazers have the rights to the higher pick. So say Bucks get pick 26, and Blazers, their own pick is pick 8. They would get to keep pick 8, but if the Bucks pick was pick 8, they could switch, and the Bucks couldn't do anything about it. So it's kind of like an insurance policy in case they do good and the Bucks do bad. It's kind of just a little extra kicker. I think we're going to send it off to commercial again, and we will be right back. When someone asks you what the best trio of all time is, some people may say Jordan, Pippen, and Rodman, or maybe Alvin and the Chipmunks. While most will say the Three Stooges, there's only one right answer, and that answer is Dawson, Jace, and Scotty. To find out why, make sure to check out On the Clock every Friday on Rocket Productions. All right, welcome back, everybody. So as most of you probably know, this is probably the most loaded draft class the NFL has seen in a long time. From Caleb Williams to Drake May to Marvin Harrison, there are multiple guys that probably would have gone first in any draft in the last 5 years. So we're going to kind of break down and talk about who we think Caleb Williams would be the best fit for, because he's only a junior. So if he doesn't like you as the first pick, which is presumably where he'll go, he can just redeclare. He can go back to college and probably get near the same amount of money. So right now, the Carolina Panthers have the first pick. They haven't won a game. They're 0-4. They did just draft Bryce Young. So what do you think they would do if they had the first pick? Do you think they take Marvin Harrison or they trade down?
I'm thinking they probably take Marvin Harrison. They already have what supposedly should be their franchise quarterback.
Yeah, you would think.
Yeah, so, I mean, they don't need Caleb Williams. So I would assume they'd take a really good wide receiver in Marvin Harrison, or maybe even Blake Corum. I think he's a running back from Michigan.
Okay.
So just someone that Bryce Young has a safety to, that can throw the ball to, because right now they don't have anyone. Mm-hmm. So someone that he can just throw the ball to, get anyone.
He needs a first option. Yeah, that's an interesting. But the Chicago Bears right now have the second pick. So do you think there's a world where they trade Justin Fields to, say, I don't know, maybe Minnesota or the Giants or
I'm pretty
Commanders?
Sure the Bears have Panthers pick.
They do? Mm-hmm. Oh, hang on, let me look at that. Bears do. So right now they have picks 1 and 2, so I guess disregard everything we just said. So what do the Bears do? They trade Justin Fields for another first-round pick and go Caleb Williams, Marvin Harrison at 1-2?
That'd be pretty
That'd
good.
be stacked. Because you could send him really, like we said, anywhere.
I don't know. I feel like getting that Georgia DN would be also a good thing.
Mm-hmm. They could use the help on defense. That's very true, but their offenses looked equally as horrible.
Yeah.
Some other possible landing spots. New England Patriots. How do we feel about that? Him going in with Bill Belichick. It doesn't seem like Mac Jones is going to be the guy long term there.
I just don't feel like it fits his role.
His brand of football.
Yeah, I mean, he's not slow. He's not fat. He's
more of a mobile guy.
Yeah.
That Bill Belichick really is more of like the pocket passers. Okay, these are kind of the scarier ones for me. What if he went to the Raiders or the Broncos in our division? They're both 1 and 3.
Well, I don't know. I don't see the Raiders really. I mean, they already have Jimmy G, so I don't see that. I mean,
you don't see them even being in this sweepstakes for having the last pick.
I guess maybe for Marvin Harrison, but not. I don't see them taking a quarterback.
Uh-huh.
I mean, maybe Denver. Marvin Harrison. Who? Caleb Williams.
I think if between the two, I think the Broncos would rather have Caleb Williams. Mm-hmm. I think they need to rejuvenate that whole thing. I think you keep Sean Payton around because he's obviously one of the greatest coaches of the last 25 years. But I think it would be interesting. Like we said, the Giants could be in that sweepstakes. Vikings could be in that sweepstakes. Bears could be in that sweepstakes. Panthers, I guess, are out now since they don't have their first pick. And the Cardinals. The Cardinals would be a weird situation because you got Dobbs, who's playing well, very, very well. And you got Kyler Murray on that huge deal.
Yeah.
So a lot of interesting ways it could play out. But I don't think we're going to read into it too much right now because we're not even a quarter of the way in. But it should be interesting to watch and follow. All right, well, I think that is all Jason and I have for you right now. We are going to send it over to KJ and his special guest for a NBA all-time players draft.
All right, welcome back to On the Clock with KJ. We got my good friends Cole Rogers, Elijah, and Gage. All right, first pick, Cole.
I'm gonna take Braun, best player of all time. I'll take Michael Jordan.
I'll take Kyrie Irving.
I'll take Kevin Durant.
No, wait.
This is
Are we going in reverse order?
He goes.
Yeah,
He
you
goes.
go.
I just went.
You get
Or
two
do I
in a row.
get twice?
picks.
You get two
All right. Larry Bird.
Okay.
AI.
Kobe. Give me Steph. I gotta think about this. And then right after Steph, give me Kevin Love. I'll take Shaq.
Kevin Durant.
He already took Kevin Durant.
Kevin Garnett. There we go.
Trey Young. I'll take James Harden.
You're not going yet. It's KJ's turn. He just-
Tim Duncan.
So I have a 1 and a 3 and a 5. I'll take Giannis. I'll take Shaq. Give me Shaq.
Already got Shaq.
No. All right, I want Manute Bol, bro. Manute Bol. And then for my last pick, I need a 1. Who's the 2? I don't even know. I need a 1. Give me Pau Gasol. Give me Pau Gasol. Give me Pau Gasol. I need a passer. I don't even know who a 2 is. Yeah, we could do Klay Thompson. It's a dream team. Yeah.
Reggie Miller.
His team sucks.
I'll take Kawhi Leonard.
Ooh, Kawhi Leonard. Ew. He's like, what do you mean? That's how he be laughing though. That's how he be laughing though. All right, we done.
Thanks for watching. Now back to Dawson.
All right, thanks KJ, and thank you guys for watching and listening to On the Clock on the Rocket Productions Network. Remember to subscribe to Rocket Productions Network on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, or any place you listen to your podcasts. If you're not already subscribed to Rocket Productions on YouTube, please subscribe. Until next time, for Jace Beery and Scotty Carr, I'm Dawson McNall.